Good morning. I'm here with Brian Lehman. He is a mortgage lender, and I'm going to ask him a few questions, and I wanted to share this with you guys so that you could call him or me if there's anything we can do for you in real estate or with mortgage lending. Maybe, huh? Hi, Brian.
Good
Introduce
morning.
yourself.
Hi, I'm Brian Lehman.
I'm going to try to get that. There you go. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Brian Lehman with Weber Mortgage. Matter of fact, been doing mortgages for since 2010. Been in the financial industry itself forever. But basically, the question's always, why should we use someone like yourself? And it's like, well, you want somebody who has knowledge and experience, but you also want somebody who's going to return your call.
Yeah, that's right.
And that doesn't seem like a big deal until you try to track somebody down. And there's a lot to be said for somebody who will answer the phone.
Absolutely.
Anyway, now shoot.
Okay, so I have a couple of questions I'm going to ask Brian, and so he's already covered who he works for and how long he's been doing it, and what do you like about your company that you're with now?
It's a true broker shop, and with that, the biggest advantage is we can actually work around the needs and desires of the client rather than saying, all right, you've got to fit our package. Just like if you work within a bank or whatnot, everybody has to fit within their little square. With this, we can kind of move
Work
things
with that
up.
person to,
Yes.
okay, to make it work for them.
Yes.
Okay, that's awesome. What are some of the packages that you're offering right now?
Basically, we do I shouldn't say a lot. We do deals ranging from jumbo loans. We
Yeah.
have VA packages we do for folks, especially for veterans. We try to help out, depending on the situation and whatnot. Matter of fact, at this time, we have a deal where if a veteran comes in and the loan closes, I'll pay for the appraisal, but the deal has to close is the only caveat on it, which that makes it much easier for the veteran. The reason it has that caveat is because sometimes people get into the process and they just change their mind randomly.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Which you rarely if ever see, but it can happen.
What kind of interest rates are you seeing right now?
Typically, you're in the sixes.
Okay.
You know,
Are you seeing any in the eights? Because I've seen people with them in the eights.
you can usually that's a peculiar it could be somebody that has really bad credit, or it could be somebody that they're trying to get an investment property and it's got little special conditions on it. So yes, that can happen, but most things are falling in the sixes at this time.
Do you think that it's going to get better this year? Do you think that they will cut the rates, or you don't really know?
See, that's a loaded question, and that is a great question. The best answer to that is gut feeling. Yes, I think rates will get better as the year progresses. It's not controlled by prime though. The rates are actually controlled by the bond market, and that's where the confusion comes from. Now, when prime does something, it does affect the bond market also. But usually, it's like if we know a rate cut is coming in prime, it already gets baked into the bond market fairly quick.
Okay, awesome. Well, let's see. And you talked about that you specialized a little bit for veterans, and that's what you specialize in with veterans mostly, right?
Yes.
Yes, that's great. Tell what all can you do for veterans? I know you said you'll pay for the appraisal on their
Yes.
loans. Are they able to get maybe some discounts on some of their fees and things like that?
Yes.
With you? Okay.
Yes, and as a matter of fact, the funny thing is a lot of folks want to do VA loans or
Yeah.
Veterans Administration loans. They don't realize there are special considerations that we can give a client that outside of what a normal person can buy for.
What about if a veteran comes to you and they want to use their VA benefits to buy like a second home, or can they do that?
Cannot use it to buy a second home. However, no, you cannot buy a second home with it, unfortunately.
Okay, that's good. I mean, that's a good question. I mean, I've always wondered that, and I don't know why I didn't know the answer to that, but now I do.
But a lot of veterans wonder that too, because occasionally we get a call and they'll ask that exact question.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to use mine for it, but I can't because I mean, I wish I could, but I can't. We did use mine for the first time we bought a home, though, and it was great. I mean, it helped us a lot because we didn't have to have a lot of money to put down, and we didn't have to pay a lot of fees, so it was great.
Good point.
And when we bought our first home, I think we got like 4.25 was our interest rate on, which was pretty good for people that had so credit. I mean, our credit's good now, but
Yes.
so how long have you lived in Baldwin County?
I was born and raised here on a farm. As a matter of fact,
Oh, on a farm, really?
Yes.
I didn't know that about you.
I spent 15 years living in South Louisiana, but
Okay.
beyond that, and then 4 years at college. Otherwise, I spent the rest of my life here in Baldwin
And
County.
you've always lived in this general area, though, right?
Yes.
In the Foley, Daphne,
Yes.
yeah, area. Okay, so what's your favorite thing to do here? That when you're not working, which I know you're working, you work a lot, but when you're not working, what's your favorite thing to do?
Matter of fact, I love to ride motorcycles. That's number
Oh,
one list.
well, nice.
Number two, I do a lot of skeet shooting and
Okay.
sporting clays, things like that with some friends, with some of which are veterans. Which is kind
Nice.
of funny. They're the ones that got me into doing that.
Good, awesome. That's great. So where do y'all go to do that?
There's a place called Styx River.
Okay, yeah.
That's where you can do the skeet, and then we'll go to Santa Rosa Shooting Center to do sporting clays and such. So,
Awesome. Well, thanks for interviewing with me today, Brian.
thank you, and I
And
enjoyed
tell people how they can get in touch with you.
The easiest way to get a hold of me is call 251-752-2262. You can always find me on the web with moneyformyhome.com.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.